We're back, baby. Yeah,
boys.
Whoa.
It's your boys.
Let's get it. We are back. Clark boys in the building.
Clark Met.
2-1, baby. 2-1.
What are you biting?
That's country. We just use the country word. Them Clark boys.
Hey, you in the top left square. Calm down, all right? This is Steelers. Calm down, all right? Here we go.
2-1.
Here we go. 2-1. That's it. That's what your quarterback got on the season. 2 turnovers, 1 touchdown pass, damn near. That's what he looked like.
Oh man, we're gonna have to play Steeler football all the way through.
Yeah, I'm surprised that guy's so bad. I don't get it. I thought he'd develop a little bit, but yeah.
I'm be honest with you. That guy isn't better than the racist quarterback. Our racist quarterback.
You talking about Rudolph?
Yeah.
Oh God. So Clark Dynasty back up in here with the Sports FanaTAKE.
What's up?
What's going on,
sir.
man? Welcome.
Big
back.
news today.
Lot of big news going on. Lot of big news going on. So,
if you're a fan of a team in the East, you're hurting like me today. You're hurting like me.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll start right off with the breaking news. Damian Lillard has been sent and traded from Portland Trailblazers after he's been there his whole career.
Yeah.
And he has now been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
The Bucks will get Damian Lillard. It's a 3-team deal. The Bucks will get Damian Lillard. The Blazers will receive Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton from the Suns, Tamani Camera. I don't know who that is.
I think he just got drafted this year. I may be wrong.
Yeah, he just got drafted.
Yes, and then they got the Bucks get. They also get the Bucks 2029 first round pick. Swap rights on the Bucks 2028 unprotected, right? And 2030 picks. And the Suns receive Nurkic, Grayson Allen. Yeah, Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Those are the people.
Nasir Little can play though.
Yeah, I don't really get the move for the Suns. I understand Nasir Little, and he could definitely help you coming off the bench. I don't really get the whole Ayton.
And Nurkic isn't as good as Ayton. He's bigger than Ayton, but Nurkic already hit his peak.
Yeah, he's not going to get any better.
Ago.
He's not going to get any better. So I don't really know. I guess if you're the Suns, you're trying to get away from the contract you just gave Ayton.
Yeah, with Ayton and depth, you did get some depth, and that's what they needed. So
yeah,
basically they need bodies to throw at the Joker. So I guess that's still a body to throw. I mean, Ayton's a good player, but at least the Blazers get back a good player.
Then
they got Nurkic, who knows the Joker a little bit because they did play on the same team.
Yeah,
that's true.
See,
that's
with
true.
me, I guess look, it's a depth move. You get away from the contract, so that's not bad. I ain't mad at it. Drew Holiday going back to the Blazers. I don't know if he even stays on that team. They might move him as well.
It says here that the Blazers
they got young guards. I don't really think that they keep him.
It says here the Blazers are expected.
Keep Ayton, but I don't see them keeping. Right, I don't see them keeping Drew Holiday.
They're expected to move. They're expected to trade veteran
All-Star
to move
him for a
Holiday.
Yeah, you could definitely trade him for a pick. You definitely can get.
It says here. It actually says right here on CBS Sports. It says, yes, the Blazers are expected to trade veteran All-Star Holiday to another team as Portland begins to rebuild around number 3 pick Scoot Henderson. Yep. Hipstead represent. So
I mean,
So
they might as well. They went through that whole Dame Lillard and McCullough era.
Right.
Didn't really get. I mean, they got to the Western Conference Finals one year. That was the year I believe Golden State was playing without KD too.
Yeah, they beat. They lost to Golden State before KD.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm sure they lost a couple times to him with KD.
We'll see what happens when they with the rebuilding. But I hope Drew Holiday goes to a team
good
who
team.
has a chance to win the title.
Yeah,
I would love to end up on the Lakers, swap his ass with D'Lo, but that never happened.
That
see,
ain't gonna happen,
now
but
now you could get something like that because D'Lo's on a affordable contract. The problem is the Lakers don't have anything of real value to trade because if you're the Blazers, you don't want D'Lo because you're trying to develop these young guards. You don't need him there.
Right.
Damn, you don't want D'Lo straight up?
Like,
No,
yeah. You
you
sure you
got
don't want D'Lo for Drew Holiday? I feel like that's pretty even. Now, like if the Lakers have, I don't know if any of their picks have come, if their later picks have come available, but if they were willing to depart with some picks, but it's like if you depart with any more picks, the Lakers will not have a team when LeBron James retires.
Right.
Like you won't be able to draft anybody. You won't have any money to pay anybody, and you're just gonna have Anthony Davis injured because he's not showing up to work after LeBron leaves. He's not going to work ever again.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so the Blazers are just on the rebuilding phase. They're very excited about the young Scoot Henderson. And they're gonna start rebuilding around him, from what I understand. Now, Scoot Henderson is a little bit, it's funny because I don't particularly know him, but I know his father, I know his family. As you know, him in Hollywood, we know his family. Shout out to Maxine. We know the Hendersons. They're from Hempstead, right? So from New York. Scoot, I do know his father very well, and I'm very happy for him. I was very happy for him when he got drafted. So now they're really putting a lot of they're putting it on him now. They're like, yo, let's go. We're gonna help. Part of their rebuilding process is to give him the room, the space, and hopefully eventually give him the players around him that he needs for them to do their rebuilding. But
they're rebuilding, but they're in a weird rebuild where they probably won't be as bad as most rebuilding teams. They still got some real talent there. You obviously
now they got Ayton over there.
You got Ayton also, but they already had Jeremy Grant, who's a pretty good player at the 4. You got Anthony Simons, who I think is a pretty good guard who's going to get a lot more time now.
They got a bunch of good guards.
Yeah, they've got some young players there, so it's not. I believe they have Shaedon Sharp still. Don't they have Shaedon Sharp, or is he on the Rockets? I think so. Shaedon Sharp, I believe too. They have young players there that if a couple of those young guys that were already there, if they take a step forward, there's no they definitely could be a play-in team or maybe even better. You know what I mean? I think it's obvious. It's a no-brainer for the Blazers. It didn't work with Dame. It was time to move on. And if you're the Blazers,
and he wanted to be traded. He was saying that he did not want to play for them anymore.
He didn't want to be there. I'll be honest. Picks wise, you got a decent amount. I think. I don't know. I kind of think that you should have probably gotten something more. I think it's like criminal that Rudy Gobert went for like 1 million picks and like a bunch of young players, and Dame, just because he has 3 years on his contract, goes for a lot less. Like, I get it, the money.
Really, basically Drew Holiday.
Yeah, basically just Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton. That's pretty much what he went for. Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton, 2 guys that are not anywhere near the level of Dame Lillard, But either way, I think the only team in this that I think everybody pretty much wins, honestly. I think it's a good move for everybody. The team that loses is the Miami Heat. Honestly, no. You know what? I'll say this: the team that loses is the Sixers. Because if you say the Heat are not going to be good now, Jimmy Butler's going to go to the finals. Because he's like, oh, you think I need Dame?
I'm done.
Okay, cool.
I'm done betting against Butler. But
so if I was the Sixers, I'd be upset because this means you're nowhere near the top 4 at this point.
So that's a good segue. Where do you see the Eastern Conference now? Does this automatically put these guys as the
championship or bust? Championship or bust? If they was championship or bust before Dame Dollar, then with Dame and Lillard here, now you have a guy where at the end of the game, Giannis doesn't have to worry about having the ball. They can't foul him. They can't build a wall against Giannis because they got Dame Dollar.
Yeah, so you can't.
To me, the finals is the league. They gotta get to the finals. Yeah. Got to.
Yeah,
and they still got Chris Middleton. So now he no longer has to be the second best player. Now he could be the third best player.
Yep. And they got Brook Lopez. I mean,
still got Brook Lopez.
It's 100% the East runs to Milwaukee. They're probably going to the finals. I mean, to have that level of creation aside from Giannis is crazy. You know what I mean? Like a guy that could just create for himself whenever he wants, but at the same time,
can go out and get Stephen A. Smith said 50. Go out and get 50 on any given night.
That to me is unreal.
He's a great shooter too.
So you got two guys that could get 50 on any given night.
Yep.
So now you could play Giannis down in the paint. Giannis could be more in the paint and moving around like he does and gets to the basket. And Dame could create his shot. Dame could also
playing pick and roll with Giannis and Dame.
Yeah, they could both play off and on ball. Yeah, that's gonna be ridiculous.
That's gonna be great.
I definitely think they'll be. I think it's gonna be them and probably Boston or Miami. Yeah, I think those teams right there are the teams.
If Boston
I like Boston this year. I like that they finally broke up that Marcus Smart. I mean, Marcus Smart's a good player. But Brogdon needs to play, and with Marcus Smart, Brogdon wasn't playing,
but he's hurt. But it's injuries that hurt.
He does get hurt a lot, and I like if Porzingis can stay healthy.
Yeah, I like that move.
Very nice pickup for them.
It's an interesting fit in between, like with Al Horford and Robert Williams back and forth.
Right.
That's an interesting fit for me with the Celtics. I feel the way that they take the step and they're in the finals and possibly winning, like Jason Tatum has to win MVP. And the way Jason Tatum wins MVP is Jason Tatum has to take that next step in playmaking. He has to become he's a decent playmaker. He needs to become a significant playmaker because if he does that, then their team's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I like the Bucks.
They got
no injuries.
Both of their stars over there in Boston they got to stop turning the ball over too.
They have to take the next.
That's really because they have no point guard. They're trying to do all the creation stuff. I mean, look, Jaylen Brown. First of all, let me just say this before I crap all over him. Freaking best number 2 in the league by far. Like, because Dame and Giannis is not a number 1, number 2 situation. You know what I mean? There's 2 number 1s. But like, as terms of a number 2, Jaylen Brown's amazing. To get 27 points a game with no left hand, crazy.
Yeah.
But that man should never be, starting to play.
I remember I got booed out of a group on Facebook because I said he played like he got chicken grease on his hand. Everybody's like, yo, that's right. That's right. I was like, how's it?
Yeah, he turned the ball too much. We'll see though. I like their team. I like them in the Buck. All
just had a power.
If everything no injury, no major injuries, another.
Yeah.
I like Boston and Milwaukee. I think Boston.
Philly, I feel, is in trouble. I feel Philly's in trouble.
It's just not going to work.
Especially
Philly, the funny thing is, Philly, the team that would have worked, Philly got rid of. When they got rid of Jimmy Butler, they should have kept Jimmy Butler.
That was the team.
That was the team right there. Ben Simmons, Billy. I mean, even Ben Simmons wouldn't be there no more. Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, Embiid, Simmons wouldn't be there now, but they got the little guy,
Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey. That would have been the team because Jimmy Butler is a guy that is a clutch guy down the stretch. Harden, the moment Harden gained all that weight that offseason, he's not been the same since. He's
like the fact that this dude would be going to to the extent of putting on fat suits to leave teams. Like I seen a meme one time on Instagram, and it's that meme. Everyone's seen it before, and it's a white dude walking with his girl. He's got his arm around his girl's back, right? But he's looking back behind her at another chick. And I seen that meme, and it said the white dude was James Harden. The girl he had his arm around was his team, and the girl he was looking back at was any other team. And that I've never seen a meme that is so accurate. This dude never like I be talking about.
This dude wants to leave. He wants out of Philly, don't he?
Yes,
yeah, of course. Again,
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I'll never play for an organization.
But isn't that the reason why he went over there?
Yep,
because of Daryl Morey.
This dude, see, he's starting to become. There's certain people on my list,
but he's made the playoffs every year. Don't you sleep on him.
He just wants to be. This guy wants to hang out with Lil Baby.
Dude complains more than you know what, but still wants the money. Still wants the money, but complains, and then he's going to talk about, and then had the nerve to say, "Well, I've never missed the playoffs."
He ain't never missed the playoffs though.
He never won a ring neither.
Right,
and he missed and he shows up the worst, the smallest, and the biggest spots.
That's the thing. He keeps saying, "I don't miss the playoffs." I'm like, you could have fooled me, nigga, because you ain't never in the playoffs. You ain't never doing nothing in the playoffs. You might as well not show up. Please.
Never forgive him for blowing that series against the Spurs. He was absolutely awful. I think they played without Kawhi Leonard, I believe, too.
Yeah.
I will say this. I give Kyrie Irving a lot of stuff. Kyrie Irving produces every time he's in the playoffs. If Kyrie doesn't get hurt, the Bucks probably don't have a ring. Because that year with Brooklyn, they was giving the Bucks issues at first.
Yeah.
So
at first,
at least Kyrie, he shows up in the playoffs. James Harden has yet to show up in the playoffs ever.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I don't want to hear nothing out of you, Mr. Doughboy with the beard. Yeah, I think that
he looked like he about to lead the Israelites. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all ever seen the leader of the Israelites?
Ridiculous.
That's exactly what James Harden looks like, but he's all fat now. I'm like, come on, bro, letting us down, letting everybody down.
Giannis, I think definitely I agree with Heaven Hollywood. This is a championship or bust, and this is all. Remember, people, this is all pending everyone being healthy.
Health, yeah.
We know,
right? I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Even my Lakers, I think this season championship or bust. We are stacked. That team is stacked.
I don't like Christian Wood, but that's just me. I think Christian Wood is the biggest waste of space on the planet, but that's just me. I don't have any problems with anybody else on the team, but I mean,
championship or bust. We was in the Western Conference Finals last year. We got to be in the finals this year.
But what are you gonna do to guard Jokic? Is the question. We're talking about all these.
You don't have to guard.
They need to go get Dwight Howard. That's what they need to do.
I
thought Golden State was going to do it, but they didn't get him.
Golden State was going to do that. I was like, that would be genius. And I don't know why Golden State wouldn't, because like the reason you don't want Dwight Howard now is because his offensive game is a negative. But like Golden State is the only team that's perfectly set up for him not to have to do anything offensively when he's in the game, because they already do that with Kayvon Looney. All he does is catch lobs. So all you gotta do is run.
He can definitely do as much as Kayvon Looney.
That's what I'm saying.
He can still block shots, and he'll still get 10 rebounds if he's in there every day.
And most of all, he will give Jokic a little bit of a problem, which is
he'll give him a problem because he's strong enough. And he has in the past. So,
yeah, and he's not slow-footed. So like Jokic, the big guys like Nurkic is a big dude. Like he's fat, he's a big guy, but he's slow. So if Jokic pulls him out of the post, he's screwed. You know what I mean? Like you need a guy that's gonna be in his face all the time, so he can't create for other people. Because he's
someone like Dwight Howard. Like Dwight Howard is tall enough. He's muscular enough. He causes problems. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see what happens, man. I think the Lakers probably won't get him now because they already got the 7-foot guy from Oklahoma City. Then they just added Christian Wood, and we have
who'd they get from Oklahoma City?
The guy from
Poku.
No, he's a 7-foot guy. His name is guy with light skin dude with the afro.
Oh, okay. I think what you're talking about.
But he played in Oklahoma City last.
Oh wow, Oklahoma City got nothing but 7-footers just sitting in the paint waiting. They got like 4 7-footers. Like that's my bold prediction. I said in a year, I think OKC is gonna move all those picks they got. They're gonna make a crazy move for somebody, some type of dominant wing. And I didn't go front until I seen Dame Lillard get traded to the Bucks. I would 100% have my money on next year.
That guy they got, isn't he a wing player or is he a guard?
No. SGA
with the long name.
SGA. He's a point guard. He's their one. He's their one of the two kind of thing.
He is a problem.
I'm telling you right now, they have him. I love Josh Giddey. He plays like the most boring brand of basketball, but the dude is a dog. He gets he's everywhere. He gets to every spot he wants to. Slow as hell, but he does it. He's like Kyle Anderson, but better. I love.
They should bring back
Jalen Williams.
Jalen
Williams.
KD.
That kid as a rookie, Jalen Williams as a rookie was ridiculous, and we haven't even seen Chet Holmgren yet. Like if Chet Holmgren comes in and is half the player we think he is, and they go out and make a play,
and they were in the play-in last year, so they're gonna be a problem, man.
Yeah, like I said, I think that in a year, I think this year they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna make some noise. I think that's gonna be enough to entice somebody to be willing to go there. I think they're gonna make a big move. They have all those picks still. I think they're gonna make a huge move and try to bring in like a real like alpha to be with like SGA. I think it'll be somebody.
You just stepped on my idea by saying alpha, but I was saying bring KD back so he can retire, finish his career.
I ain't gonna lie. First of all, that would be
cool.
Disgusting. Oh my god. Oh,
him and KD.
He come back as the vet, and KD knows to get in where he fit in.
KD said, "I'm gonna make it right with OKC. I'm gonna go retire. I'm gonna play my last 3 years in OKC."
He said, "Y'all look like you got a team now, so I'm finna join."
Right. Maybe try to get him a ring.
I mean, look,
just like what LeBron did when he went back to Cleveland. I
gotta bring y'all a ring. Facts. His right a lot of his wrongs. I'll say this. I know we gotta get to the football stuff. Just on KD, and I'm not a KD fan. I don't like KD, and I love to talk trash about KD. But I will say this: everybody gives him a lot of crap, and I agree for going to Golden State. It's trash, but I do not blame him for leaving the Thunder because it was very clear he was not winning in the Thunder. Like, he was not going to win with Westbrook. So
with him and Westbrook as his primary decision maker, and it was also clear that the coach had kind of favored Westbrook. Billy Donovan kind of favored Westbrook over KD.
I'm sorry. And big respect to Russ. He got himself an MVP and everything like that. There's no possible way you have a guy like Kevin Durant on your team. He's never been better than KD. And you let Kevin Durant leave. I would have made a trade years ago, respectfully. Let Westbrook go do his
brand. I think he got pumped up. Maybe he saw the league moving more towards a guard-friendly league. And
the league's never going to move away from a 7-foot man who can score from anywhere. It will never move away from that. As long as he can do that, it's going to happen. Like, that's just how it goes.
But
so over in the football side of things, all right. So it was a crazy week in football, man. As you mentioned, your Steelers got the win. They were 2-1.
Dang, there is a God. We're 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let me tell you something. With the way, maybe the ship will get right, but the way the teams in your division are playing, including Burrow and the Bengals, because I'm surprised they even won Monday night.
They have not looked good.
They do not look good. So the way they're playing, if you guys could just continue to get better, you could be competitive. I mean, Cleveland, who knows what's going to happen with them? Everybody in that division for the most part. I actually
think Cleveland's the most well-balanced team in that division, honestly. Weird as it is, they're kind of built pretty damn good.
I'm gonna tell you, so big games, like I said, but we was the Monday night game that just passed. That was the Bengals, right? Playing who was they playing?
The Rams.
The Rams.
And the Eagles also played as well.
Bucks. Eagles moved to 3-0. And the funniest to see, they still haven't played an Eagle game.
We haven't seen the Eagles yet, and they're 3-0. That's scary.
It's scary as hell.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Because it's like Jalen Hurts doesn't seem as sharp as last year, and the reason why I think it is, like I said before, I think it's as coordinator. He's taken a lot of plays that Jalen Hurts was doing last year. He's taken a lot of those plays away from him, I guess, for protection. They were, I want to try to protect you. This guy runs like a West Coast offense sort of thing, where it's like, two drops, make sure you get rid of the ball quick. So A.J. Brown is getting a lot of short passes now, where last year they were moving the ball down the field.
Down the field, AJ Brown, and I mean, one-on-one AJ Brown down the field is really
right. And
AJ Brown.
I'm seeing now he's gonna and now the other guy who's the deep threat, he's getting kind of frustrated because he's not getting the touches that he was getting last year. Yeah, so this guy, like I said, this guy looks like he's on some. Well, we don't protect Jaylen Brown. He's running way less. He used to have plays where he literally, the play was called for him. Yeah, and he hasn't done that. The only thing right now he's really doing is sneaks. He's still doing the sneaks, but
which is still unstoppable.
Right, that's unstoppable because they have the two guys pushing them.
Yeah, and Kelsey,
which should be illegal, by the way. I'm not even going.
No, it should not be illegal. That is perfectly legal. Damn it.
Push.
It should be illegal though.
I don't think it should. I think that's perfectly fine. You should be able to. It's not. They're just pushing their player further. It's really because of Jason Kelsey.
I'm looking like if that ain't illegal, so why is it illegal? Why is it illegal to use jump on somebody's shoulders to try to block a kick?
Right, same thing.
Because you can't compare those things. Pushing somebody is something you do in football most of the time. Because people are getting pushed during the play all the time, but people aren't standing on other people during the play.
Not standing, but using a
somebody about a 300-pound dude behind Jalen Hurts pushing. They're never going to get stopped.
They're not 300 pounds. They're running backs. They like 210.
They like 215. I'm gonna say this too. Another team to me that still to me does not look good, even though they just beat my Vikings. The Chargers. I'm sorry, the Chargers.
I mean, they're 1-2,
and they just lost Mike Williams.
And they lost Mike Williams for the season.
They lost Mike Williams for the season. They're in trouble, even though they just beat the Vikings. I mean, we gave them that game. They shouldn't even have beat us, but we gave them that game. And I'm sorry, they did not look that good. They scored 28 points.
Denver
Broncos,
but
it was an ugly 20.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
To that.
I'm writing off that entire.
Not looking good, man.
I'm writing off that entire NFC North division if they let the Packers win this division. If the Packers win the NFC North, I'm writing off every other team in the NFC North. Vikings,
Jordan Love is looking good.
If you let this man just come in with if you let them come in with a whole new quarterback and do this to you again, you don't.
And without the guy who's supposed to be the number one receiver this year.
Christian Watson hasn't even played yet. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. So that was, but Jordan Love looks pretty good though.
He has a lot
about all these
plays.
big quarterbacks, the big quarterbacks that everybody been talking about.
Brock Purdy has looked great. I know you were a hater, Mr. Director.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say he looks great.
He does.
He did a lot of.
Way better
he
than
missed
Garoppolo
a lot
of.
He missed. I think he's just getting.
Garoppolo, yeah, he looks way better.
No, I'm saying he looks way better than the guys that we've seen in that offense before. So how can we not acknowledge that he's?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm still not. I'm not at great yet, but
can he go out? The thing, and it wasn't even really a knock on Purdy, but it was just like, can he go out and win you a game? They fall behind 14-0, or and he's got to lead 2 drives at the end of the game. Well, that's the only thing I said about him. I said I thought he was good as long as they stay healthy.
Yeah,
I thought he was good enough to get to the Super Bowl. But if he's playing someone like Mahomes, or if he's playing someone like, bro, like that's quarterback eccentric, and they're up against a team who can score points, will he be able to win them a game late, like how Mahomes did a couple of years ago against San Francisco? Will Brock Purdy be able to do that? That's the only thing I said.
We haven't gotten a chance to see that yet, so that's fair.
Right. We haven't.
All I'm saying is the dude has not lost a start that he started and finished. Like it's
right.
Look, I understand it's easy to kind of dismiss it because of the talent around him. All I'm saying is other quarterbacks have had that talent before.
He's good enough.
And Garoppolo was at one point considered a up and coming future franchise quarterback.
Yeah, when he was with Belichick.
Yeah,
when
he
had to look the same.
and that was smoke and mirrors.
San Fran before they got all this other, when they really only had Kittle and like Deebo Samuel just got drafted and stuff like that. Yeah, he lost like 5 games in 4 years or something like that. He missed 1 year, but the other years he took him to the playoffs, took him to a Super Bowl before that team really got overstacked. Their defense was great, but their offense wasn't too great. You know what I mean? Like, Garoppolo's not a bad player. He's about as average of a player as you can get, but he's not a bad player. And Purdy looks significantly better than him. So I feel like if Garoppolo's average,
Purdy's a decent
Purdy looks significantly better.
Yeah, Garoppolo
should be considered.
Garoppolo.
I think
he's got this guy has probably the best wide receiver in football on his team, and this dude is hanging him out to dry. This guy's almost gotten his head taken off like 3 times because this dude is floating balls over the middle. And Devontae Adams, I've already seen him get hit in the helmet 3 times now. I mean, he's getting crushed.
He's getting abused.
Yeah. Abused. You got to bring that. You got to ring that in, man. You can't,
I mean, look, it's all Devontae Adams' fault for him wanting to go to freaking Vegas to play with Derek Carr because they were best friends. Get the hell over yourself. And now look, Derek Carr's gone. What
do you think about the Bills? Are they riding the ship now? They came out. They beat the Commanders.
They're 2-1.
They beat the Commanders.
I'm not impressed.
2-1.
Their defense is suspect. Without Von Miller, they can't rush the quarterback.
But that was against the Washington Commanders.
I would say now the Commanders' defense is supposed to be pretty good, though.
But the Commanders, but they scored a lot of those points on short fields. The Commanders threw 4 interceptions.
Who's their quarterback? What is going on?
Sam Howell. He's a young quarterback. It was just one of those bad games for a young quarterback. He's shown a lot of flashes, throughout his time starting.
Speaking of which, with the Commanders, just on a side note with them, allegedly now they may actually to put the logo back. Because
they should have never changed it. Like I told you, man, this stupid generation, I can't stand them. With the exception, not you, Prime. But
I ain't part of that shit. Don't put me in there.
With the exception of a couple of people, it was the stupidest thing ever. Everything is offensive now. Why would you even change the Redskins logo? All these years, it was Redskins.
I understood the Cleveland
apparently they're being sued. They're being sued because that logo is actually a person. They're being sued by
Bro said I want my bag back.
Yeah, right. By the person or the state of that person. I don't know if that person's still alive, but the family of that person to get their they want the logo back on the thing. So it's not like this is some drawn, made up logo making fun of Indians. That's not what it is. This is a real person.
It was a portrait of a person.
Right.
That's wild. Do you know how reckless that would be? And they already got to go around with the name Commanders forever. Like, damn, son. Like, yo. Oh, man.
That's something funny, man? I thought it was stupid,
but I understood the Cleveland.
It's right up there with changing Aunt Jemima off the box and Uncle Ben. Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, and
I'm not even chocolate.
The other one? I'm not chocolate.
I'm made of chocolate. I'm not even
made
black.
Of chocolate.
It was wild.
I'm not even black. I'm made of chocolate. Yeah. So all of these people. Yo. So that's. Get the damn logo back.
Nigga, Uncle Ben said, "What am I supposed to do? I only know rice." Nah, for real.
Now let's get to Oh wait, Evan Hollywood jumped out. He'll come back in, but yeah, I'm like, but I'm not black. I'm made of chocolate.
I'm not even black. I'm made of chocolate. Yo, son. Nah, that's
wait. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So let's move on to. Jets lost to the Patriots
as usual. Everything is right in the world. All the Jet fans hyped up. Garrett Wilson, this is unacceptable. 13-game losing streak. You're right. It was unacceptable. Add one more on top, stupid. That's what you get. Listen, let me tell you something. I used to laugh at Jet fans because I'd be like, "Oh, you guys suck. Your Super Bowl is if you beat the Patriots." Ha 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 ha. Now that's me because the Patriots are just mid. So I'm like, let's just beat the Jets. As long as we can remain better than the Jets, I can sleep at night.
As long as y'all go 2-0. If y'all only go 2-0, if you only win 2 games, which I'm sure you win.
That used to be us. That used to be us against the Ravens. Just beat the Ravens.
Yeah, just beat the team that you can't stand. Look, my thing is like this. Look, if I'm being honest, I'm looking at this team subjectively. I'm not impressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the Jets are in trouble. Or is he talking about the Patriots? But as far as the Jets go,
yeah, I mean I was talking about the Patriots. I mean the Jets are in trouble as well. But like I said, we could go back to the first freaking episode of this damn show before Aaron Rodgers got hurt. I said I think the Jets defense will take a step back, which they haven't been terrible, but they haven't been what they're supposed to be. And I thought that a lot of the role players on their team weren't going to step up, and I just didn't and believe in the offensive line. And all those things are happening for the Jets. All this talk about veteran quarterbacks and all that, that's not going to change the fact that you like bringing in Matt Ryan or Carson Wentz or somebody like that is not going to change the fact that your offensive line is terrible. You bring in Aaron Rodgers, yes, because Aaron Rodgers knows how to switch protections and get the ball out quick. Right. But you're not going to find a quarterback on free agencies that's going to fix your offensive line. So in general, this season is going to be a wash. I personally think they should just do that thing that Kaepernick wrote them a letter about. Sign them to the practice squad. At least you get some people looking at you. Like at the very least.
Colin's trying, boy.
Listen, you gotta respect that man. We live in a day and age where athletes never go to work. All this nigga want to do is go to work, bro. All he wants to do is work, and no one won't let him. Like no one will let him. Like, just at least throw him a bone. Let's see what happens. I don't even get what the problem is. At least he's asking to be signed to the practice squad. You're paying the man like a couple $100,000 a year. That's
right. What's it going to hurt you? You're going to practice.
It ain't going to hurt you. It doesn't hurt you at all.
And what he said made sense. I mean, you're giving your defense a chance to go up against a guy that got real reps in the NFL and the Super Bowl. You know, so yeah, he's 6 years removed from the last time he played football, but still. I just don't understand why. Just let
could he be any worse than that guy they got in there? I mean,
I don't think it is possible.
Like a deer in headlights.
Listen, Zach Wilson can, as of
deer in headlights.
Listen, what I've seen against the Patriots, he very, very clearly stepped into the top 3 worst quarterbacks I've ever watched in football. I've seen Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell is undoubtedly number 1. In my honest opinion,
no way. You know who's number 1?
Who?
He's even worse. He's worse than Jamarcus Russell.
Ryan Leaf?
I was telling the
director. The guy from the Titans last year, Bleak Willis.
That dude from he's bad too. That dude from the Bills.
Oh, Peterman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But look, Peterman is at least entertaining bad. Like this nigga, you're like, how are you still throwing pick sixes? Like Matt Schaub. I remember when Matt Schaub couldn't do nothing but throw pick sixes. Like he was a really good player, and then I know he was just throwing pick sixes all the time.
Right. Like, when he got his money and he became a starter, then all of a sudden.
Then he was just donating. He was like, I'm gonna get you a contract too. Don't worry, come here.
The Cowboys lost. Upset by the Cardinals.
Unbelievable.
As I said,
this guy, this Steelers fan had a nerve to say that this team is gonna go to the Super Bowl. And I've been telling, don't you believe this hype? Don't you believe this hype? Because Dallas gonna Dallas.
No. I said the NFC Championship game. I said the Eagles are going to
still too far. Divisional round. Divisional round is best case scenario, man.
They'll win the division because the division is terrible. No, they want the division. That's
they'll come in second.
So they're not going to. They'll come in second. Yeah,
but they'll win enough games that they're like the best 5 seed in the league. Everybody's like, but they're 5 seed, but they're really good, and then they're going to do
that. Fun fact about that pick. And you picked after me. Fun fact about. I totally forgot about the Niners. Totally. And then until you made your pick, I'm like, I can't go back now. But I totally forgot about the Niners.
You know, it's funny because I was sitting there and I'm like, yo, this is just so not like him to pick Dallas over the Niners. Like, why? I was
totally forgot about the Niners.
He must just want to be the freaking the what's his name? Skip Bayless.
I totally forgot that, like, because it's kind of easier for him because like last year, it's like. I kept trying to remember, how did they lose? Then I remember that kid was hurt. And then he came back and he couldn't even throw the ball.
See, perfect example. Perfect example right there. Purdy not that good.
Hurt,
they put Josh Johnson in, and they looked like garbage, and then he got hurt. But still, he looked like garbage when he was.
I want to see. I don't have nothing against Purdy. I want to see him win. I like the interview that they did with him, and he had a chance to meet Dan Marino over the iPad. Because that's his favorite play. Was his dad held him up to the Dan Marino poster. I thought that was cool. They called him on FaceTime. He got to meet his hero, Dan Marino.
He's very wholesome. He's very wholesome.
Very. I want to see. You want to see the kid win, and we'll see what happens with that.
I think last year LeBron tweeted like after a game, he was like, "Oh man, Brock Purdy, he's the man. He got like all the skills, blah blah, something like that. Like just showing him love." And they like tell him that after in the press conference, and he's like, "LeBron said that." They're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "That's sweet." I was like,
"That's sweet."
What?
That's sweet. Well, now so we'll get to the first. We'll get to the sideshow, dog and pony show, and then we'll get to the debacle. So the sideshow, dog and pony show. You know what we're talking about. The Chiefs, who
Taylor Swift, the Kansas City Swifts.
Yeah, the Kansas City Swifties. Yeah, so the Chiefs look like the Chiefs again. 41 points, destroyed the Bears, and oh my God, I don't want to talk about the Bears. The Bears are terrible.
I told you that boy can't throw. I told y'all this dude is no good.
Yo, listen.
He's no good. This guy is a bum. This guy's a bum. I'm sorry.
I am not one to drink the Kool-Aid. I like to rely on my football experience and just my eyes for most of my. I drank the Kool-Aid with the Bears. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I seen a preseason game. I seen niggas catching screens and going 80 yards. I was like, oh, they about to be a problem. Listen, man, I apologize to everybody that ever heard me say,
dude,
this quarterback, man.
This quarterback,
running quarterback that can throw.
You're looking at a man that invested draft stock in fantasy in DJ Moore and Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney has given me a fat 0 3 weeks in a row. I am ready to jump off a bridge. Don't even talk to me about the Bears. My only hope is that the Bears go 0-17 and they draft an actual quarterback. I don't even like the Bears, but I don't think anyone should have to watch this dude play quarterback. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
11 for 22. 99 yards. One touchdown, one interception.
5 minutes into the second quarter, and he was 1 for 2. He had 2 pass attempts 5 minutes into the second quarter. That's unreal.
Yeah. 11 carries for 47 yards. He was the best running back on the team. 11 carries for 47.
Bro, you can't win a game. You're not gonna be able to win a game. Tuck and run every single play.
It's mind numbing that people like. I know Lamar Jackson is not having the best season, but the fact that people try to compare the two, I'm like, listen.
No, Jackson.
There's not a comparison.
He's eons better than this guy.
Like Lamar Jackson
was MVP.
Play with both his arms broken and throw more yards and touchdowns than this dude. I've never seen it. You are 20 minutes into an NFL football game and you've thrown 2 passes. What?
99 yards. And then of course the Taylor Swift they did Travis Kelce. There was made it official.
Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it, but the funny thing is, hopefully this doesn't become an issue because I don't want it to become.
Is it not already an issue? Already an issue. I
think a lot of people made too big of a deal out of it. Taylor was doing her being Taylor, being over the top, but she's over the top with everything. Yeah. The only way I don't think it becomes an issue is because I don't think she's going to be at every game.
No. Yeah, she's actually so big that it's like,
right.
She's not the type to be like, oh,
she's planning a tour.
The girlfriend.
She in the middle.
She's on a tour. She's on a tour. So she's not going to be at every game. She'll be, and then I think she's going to look at what happened Sunday, and she's going to like, you know what? I don't want to be a distraction to him. It seemed as though like he was tight. He Pat Mahomes said the dude made up a route to get a touchdown, and he felt as though he had to throw him the touchdown because Taylor Swift was there. You don't want him to be pressing every week and stuff like that.
Plus, who knows how long? Like, people are overrating this whole dating thing. Celebrities date all the damn time. Like, there's no guarantee that they could go on a couple of dates and realize, like, we're better as friends and just not.
Right.
So, I will say this. It's a little freaking annoying. Like, I seen a graphic earlier today that was like, are we getting the Super Bowl matchup? The Super Bowl rematch we all wanted. I was like, oh, okay, Eagles, Chiefs. And it was like Kelsey versus Kelsey and DeAndre Swift versus Taylor Swift. And I was like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, ridiculous. They were like Kelsey Smith versus
And the funny
Kelsey
thing
Swift
is,
you better believe she'll be.
And here's some ironicness to it. The funny thing is, last year, Taylor Swift had the Eagles jersey on. She was rooting for the Eagles last year.
Yeah, but she was like, oh, y'all won? Hold on. Wrong, Kelsey. Nah, man. Look, first of all,
his jersey's NFL, up 400%. It's now like the 4th popular jersey.
Yep.
You know, and the
league. NFL knows exactly what they're doing, bro. The NFL knows exactly what they're doing. We're gonna get a couple people to turn to this.
We're gonna get the younger crowd involved by hook or by crook. You know what I mean? And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the younger crowd involved. Well, guess what? The Swifties are all buying his jersey.
Which, by the way, I didn't know. Did any of you guys catch that like cartoon version of the football game that's supposed to play? Was that this week or is it next week?
The cartoon version.
You guys didn't hear about that? They're having like a version. They're having a game played on like in Andy's room from Toy Story.
Nah.
Oh yeah, I did see
toys.
I saw that.
And it's gonna be, but it's gonna be actually the game. So it's like you're watching the game. Let's say
It's like a new commercial thing to do.
What? Najee Harris runs.
It's like a new like the Bud Bowl type of deal. But
they're gonna have
toys.
like a toys version of it happening. Like I don't know
of the game that's happening. I don't know.
I
guess it's kind of like if you go ahead.
They better not put that on regular TV.
Nah, they put it on like Disney Channel or something like that.
I want to play this real quick. Y'all got you said they better not put that on regular TV. Hold on.
Fuck them kids. Don't put that on the regular TV.
I want to play this. This is funny. Y'all got to see it since we're talking about it.
I courted my lovely wife for a long time.
Here we go.
He's a clown, bro.
The bell was take her to see mom and dad 5 minutes into the relationship. Hey, my name is Chris. You want to hang out? Sure, I'll hang out. Well, why don't you come to my football game on Sunday afternoon and sit with my old lady in the bar? This Travis Kelsey thing was freaking, I can't take it. I'm enough already. All Fox cared about on Sunday was showing Taylor in the booth banging on the wall, and the mother was all annoyed and you saw it there properly. Oh my God, I can look at this. That mother didn't want her in there. She wants to enjoy her son. And who takes their girlfriend 2 minutes into a relationship to visit mommy and daddy? Nobody does that. That's it. I mean, and then we got to show them walking out. And now all of a sudden, she's a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. She's never heard of Lenny Dawson.
Time out. Maybe we don't know the whole story. Maybe they've been dating for a long time. Maybe this isn't a first date.
Oh my God, no, this is ridiculous. This is a pro date. This is not a date. This is a promotion the next album. I can't believe it. And enough of Travis Kelsey. How many commercials? So I gotta see Travis Kelsey dancing, football, eating steaks. I'm a sick of Travis Kelsey. Just a couple of passes, please. Enough of that relationship. I'm an old man.
I'm an old man.
I get you. Get off my lawn. I get it. Let me watch the football.
That's my guy, boy. Old doggy.
He ain't lying.
He's such a hater, but he's so funny.
Nah, but look, for real.
He said, look, I'm an old man. I get it. Get off
my lawn. Enough of Taylor Swift.
Nah, yeah,
you know, every single time they're showing Taylor Swift.
Fact.
Banging on the window. I mean, stop it. The mother's sitting back like, sweetheart, you're going to see a lot. I've seen a lot of these. You know, you get
that's going to happen 40 times a game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
She's jumping up and kicking the wall every time Travis Kelsey catches a pass. Like Patrick Mahomes don't
chest bumping like
times the drive. I'm like, you're gonna see 100
you laid it on thick there, Taylor.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Travis Kelce, man, they killing him online too. They killing him for supposedly cheating on his last shorty and getting with Taylor. They're like, oh, you with Taylor now? I was like, yo,
yeah.
You know,
But what happens is they're running the whole thing like they did with Khloe Kardashian. They're trying to run a narrative. Travis Kelce was broken up for that girl about a year.
Yeah,
but they're trying to make it seem as though he left this black girl. Because remember, he dated a black girl.
Yeah, he left
the black girl for Taylor Swift, and now his beard is off, and they're like, "Oh, so what was the beard for the black women?"
Nah, I ain't gonna front. What was it you that said it earlier? They said he went into the state trooper.
He looks like the state trooper that turns off his body cam.
Nah, I don't know what this nigga's thinking. He
looks
with
like the state trooper that turns
off.
You
better grow that beard back because they so you were just having the beard. Maybe he had a beard. The beard was red, like red brown. Now he ain't got no beard. His mustache is regular.
With that mustache, now he looks like. Yeah, he looks like the porn stash.
They killed him online. They like he came out with the mustache. They like Travis Kelce traded in his BMW, got him a Range Rover, got him a truck. They was like Travis Kelce not going. They were like he ain't going Dougie no more. He going river dance when he gets to the end zone. He was killing him.
He going back to it. So that was the talk of the town. But now we have.
Let's talk about the live murder we all watched.
Yeah, a real life murder. First of all, we're gonna say this. I have to say this. So, Prime calls me up. It says, "Hey, the Dolphins scored 70 points," and I wasn't watching. I was watching.
This man said,
"Belly aching." I was belly aching over my Vikings. That's number one.
This man said, "No, they didn't."
I said, "No, they didn't." I said, "No, they didn't." He's like, "No, they really did."
You were like, "Called him a liar." No, they didn't. Click.
I told him he's a liar. I said, "You're lying." He's like, "No, I'm telling you. Go look," because I wasn't watching. I couldn't even believe. I couldn't even what's the word? Not calculate. Process.
Fathom.
I couldn't even process that. I was like 70 points.
Sean Payton should have been fired right after the game,
bro. He should be killed. They traded first and second round picks for him. He should be murdered.
I said before, and the defensive coordinator should resign. He should be like, "Yo, you know what? I'm done.
Life.
I'm done. I'm done here. I can't do anything."
Bro,
he should resign.
70 points.
This is ridiculous.
That's absurd. That's Madden 2K24 on rookie.
Look, the thing that stressed me the most, it's not that they scored 70 points. It's that they went from 38 to 70 in seconds. Like, It was unreal. First of all, I'm watching Red Zone. So, you're only supposed to see the big plays or the touchdowns from each game.
It just kept popping up, right? Because they kept scoring.
When I tell you, I was seeing touchdowns scored, I'm like, how are they? There's no way the Broncos got possession and gave it back that quickly. I don't know what they're doing over there. Like, I don't know what's going on in Denver. There is no possible way.
It
should not be realistic for a team to score 70 points on another NFL team. That should not be possible.
And not in the NFL. And the Broncos are supposed to have a decent defense. Let me tell you something. Is Russell Wilson, does this show that Russell Wilson getting exposed? Was it just the system? Was it just Seattle having the Legion of Boom?
I will tell you this.
I mean,
it was
looking like that.
He used to put up numbers too. It's not like he was just a game manager on a good team and they thought he'd be better. He put up numbers before too. I will tell you this. It's not. He needs a way stronger run game for him to be at his best. It's not and that's not a diss to him. And I think that's the problem. I think Russell Wilson, just like Russell Westbrook, thinks he's a little bit better than he actually is. And it's okay to be a guy that needs a good running game, play action pass, and all. It's okay to be that guy because there was somebody called Tom Brady who started off as that guy and developed into something else. So you don't have to be the guy that gets to drop back 40 times a game and throw 40
a couple of years ago. They talked about this guy might be MVP.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Don't you say
they're not. No, I say nothing about Sierra. This team,
don't do it.
I ain't gonna go there. This team is not feeling him right now. If they, I know they're probably like, if I hear
come out the bedroom, take a little bit more time out that bedroom, and get on the practice field.
That nigga be like, Sierra, let's ride.
Making babies. Yeah. If I hear another Denver, let's ride. I swear.
If I was Denver, I'm like, Russ, let's ride the bench, nigga. Get your ass over there.
I mean,
this backup guy.
And you trying to, there's nothing to make light of this. Like, they should have been, to save face, they should have been throwing shit. Excuse my language. They'd have been like, I would have been throwing things. I would have been,
I would have started
turning
fight
the
on the
table
field.
over. I'd have turned the media table over.
I would have started a brawl.
Yeah, I'm like,
mid-game.
I'm gonna challenge everybody on this team. If you cannot come to work and put up a respectable showing, Shannon Sharp said it because he was tight. Shannon Sharp loved the Broncos. He was tight. He said these dudes dropped a 50-piece plus 20 flats.
Dirty. Got the Buffalo Wild Wings special, George.
Yo, it's like you ordered a 50-piece of wings. You ordered a 50-piece of wings, and then you order 20 more flats. And then he said
that's the Super Bowl
on top
wing
of that, right? If you're gonna give up 70 points, why ain't you at least try to score 70 points? You only scored 20.
Yeah, could you score 40? Maybe you scored 20.
If
to
this
get
would have
beat
been
by
a 70, 45, 70,
and
40,
and factor in that defense had a defensive touchdown.
But yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying.
Defense had a defensive touchdown. So
Tua is out there looking like Magic Johnson doing no-look passes. Look like Showtime Lakers.
Listen.
No-look passes, shovel passes.
The only plus side.
Embarrassing them.
The only plus side to them getting absolutely positively curb stomped is maybe they'll be mad enough to now curb stomp the Chicago Bears this week, and we can get the hell out of this Justin Fields world.
Nice little recovery.
Maybe they will take Justin Fields out of here.
If they have any trouble with the Bears, I'm going to say
they will.
Look, here's the thing. Respectfully, this is the problem. No, look, this is the problem. And I don't want to be the political guy, but this is the problem. These white coaches continue to get these damn jobs anytime that they want. Sean Payton retired because he was leading middling Saints teams, and he's like, I'm not gonna lead this whack team. I'm leaving. Retired. All well and good. Cool. Great offensive coach, whatever. You had Drew Brees, so it's not like you were playing with bums, but whatever.
Right.
But the fact is, Sean Payton decided he wanted to come back to coaching. The Broncos traded a first and second round pick to the Saints.
They traded the farm to get him.
For a coach who hadn't coached in over a year.
How do you trade
like
for a coach?
Him. They already
just
have
don't
a
even
coach.
make sense to me.
You
trade
all
the farm
these valuable assets for a coach.
For a coach, yeah, that wasn't good. And I'm gonna say this. So let's move on to next week, week 4.
Ridiculous.
Okay, so the Lions will play Packers their first inter-division game with each other. Packers and Lions. That's tomorrow's game. Actually, that's a Thursday night game.
Where's that game at?
Green Bay.
I think I might have Detroit still. I wouldn't be surprised to going either way. But I think I have Detroit.
Detroit might have the better, more veteran, more experience, I should say. Not better.
I only have Detroit because I think Jordan Love has been good, but he's made a lot of like weird mistakes in some of these starts, and they haven't really cost him yet. Like he fell against Atlanta. Like that's why they lost to Atlanta. Like he fell on a QB sneak or something like that without the ball, or like. Yeah. I just think that he still has some ways to go, and I don't really like the playmakers around him. If Aaron Jones plays, though, I think it'll be closer. But I got Detroit.
I got the Lions.
Yeah. Okay. So we got what's another good game? Well, the Bengals are going to go in to play the Titans. You think the Bengals start to right the ship and beat the Titans in?
No, they should beat the Titans. I don't know if they're righting the ship, but if they don't beat the Titans,
they're in
a lot of trouble.
I think I think Derrick Henry has a big game.
I think the other game I'm gonna have on my first TV.
I like the Titans.
Okay,
to win that.
Like the Titans, good. I think the next game that I'm gonna have on my like I always have an alternate game that I watch on the TVs. Is gonna be the Bills and the Dolphins. I'd like to see how that turns out.
That's gonna be a good game.
New York, in Buffalo.
I don't know what the weather's going to be.
Early in the season. No bad weather, really. Not probably.
It's just going to be a little nippy or whatever. I can't see Buffalo stopping that team. Like, Buffalo's defense is atrocious. It's not. They can't get the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah.
Those cornerbacks are going to be dealing with, Tyreek Hill.
If Pat Surtain can't guard Tyreek Hill, ain't nobody on the Bills about to guard Tyreek Hill. I don't think anybody's guarding Tyreek Hill. I actually think that everybody else in the league has him on
the most dangerous wide receiver I think I've seen since Moss. Probably. The thing that about him that's so scary is that you keep him in front of you and he'll catch a cross pattern and take it 80 yards. And then, of course, if he gets behind you, you're not going to catch him. So the thing about him that makes him so dangerous is you can't even really feel comfortable with just keep everything in front of us because
you have to
catch a cross pattern and take it to the house.
The fact matters, you have to press him and you have to have the safety over top, and then you have to pray because none of those things.
You have to almost triple team him.
I'll be honest with you, with Tyreek Hill. What makes him so dangerous and what I think is the most impressive thing about Tyreek Hill is there's nobody in the league like him because he's faster going sideways than he is going forward. Like the fact that he catches passes and he's boxed in and he stops, like you know what I'm talking about. He pauses, looks at the defense, and then runs to the sideline, and somehow this nigga's 80 yards to the thing. That's you can't plan for that. Like. I used to have a coach. He'd be like, "Listen, you can't teach speed." He's like, "Whenever you got speed, it's gonna be used because you can't teach it." He's like, "As great of a player is, if he ain't fast, he ain't fast." He's like, "But if you fast, you're gonna be fast regardless."
Yeah,
that's a different level of fast.
The thing about him, another thing that's crazy about him is he's a little guy, but he's not afraid to go over the middle.
Yeah, he's strong. Yeah,
he's strong. Like, he's short, but he's a stocky dude. Like he's not. He's not a bony dude. So
he's built. He's built.
I think Miami. I think Miami's gonna. It's gonna be high scoring. I think, but I think Miami's gonna be.
They can pull it out. They'll be in
35, 42-35, 42-34, something like that.
I can see that too. The three. I mean, it's 3 or 2 teams that's undefeated. It's just the Eagles and the Niners.
The Eagles, the Miami Dolphins, the Niners,
Dolphins. No, let's see who gets there first. One more team too. The Niners, the Eagles, the Dolphins.
Has Baltimore lost yet?
I thought Baltimore lost week 1. They didn't lose week 1.
Who they play week 1?
Maybe not. Who's the Ravens? Right? You said.
I don't remember.
No, they won week 1. They definitely won week 1. I think they might be undefeated unless they lost this week. I can't remember.
Maybe just wasn't that.
Oh no, they lost to the Colts this week. Justin Tucker
lost to the Colts.
Shocker. Justin Tucker.
Right.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah, so I believe who's going to get the first loss out of the Dolphins. The Eagles are home for the Commanders. I think the Eagles are going to win. Obviously,
Commanders are the only team that beat them with Jalen Hurts last year, though.
Yeah, they played them tough. They always play them tough.
They play them tough.
But I think
the Cardinals are in San Francisco. San
Francisco better not lose to no Cardinals, or I'll be on the same train as you guys about Purdy if they lose to the Cardinals.
And the
Sunday night game will be the Jets getting destroyed by the Chiefs, probably. But the Chiefs are in New York playing the Jets Sunday night. As far as our teams go, the Patriots will be in the Cowboys. The Patriots will be over at the Cowboys, wherever they are in Dallas.
Their gigantic stadium.
Sunday night game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I got New England.
I can see
a lot of people.
I wouldn't be surprised if New England. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. If
this is the first time I'm picking them this year.
Remember, Dallas has 3 offensive linemen out, and the Patriots can get to the quarterback. So let's remember that. And if they rattle Dak enough, I can see them pulling it out on a low scoring game. As a matter of fact,
Dallas is missing Trayvon Diggs. So
yeah, he's
but
out
I don't
too.
think that really matters because our offense is absolutely garbage anyway. The fact of the matter is this: it's all in the Patriots defense needs to dominate, or we don't win games. That's just how it goes, bro. That's why I was confident against the Jets because everybody's like, "Oh, but the Jets have great defense." I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna suck anyway." Their offense just needs to suck more than us, which they did. So, I personally, I got the Patriots. I'm a bit of a homer, but I got the Patriots. I think that they not only are they gonna put pressure on Dak, I think Zeke is going to have his best game of the year. I think Zeke's gonna have. I don't think he's gonna 150 yards and all that. I think Zeke's gonna have like 16 carries or so, almost 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. He have a couple catches, very timely first downs. Look, Zeke is a player that takes things to heart, and I know for a fact he feels some type of way that Dallas, because Dallas, he was gonna go back for less money, and Dallas basically said no. We don't want you here, kind of. So I think Zeke's definitely gonna have a pretty good game. I think that's what's gonna be maybe even the catalyst. We're gonna run the ball a lot, and I think Zeke's gonna eat.
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be dangerous for the Cowboys, but I think they'll win.
Yeah, Steelers are going into the Texans, who is a little high right now for their win. Then they just beat
somebody, didn't they?
The Texans just beat the Jaguars.
Yeah, they just beat the Jaguars pretty bad too.
Beat the crap out of them. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Heaven Hollywood just picked against my Patriots, so I'm gonna pick the Texans. No. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean,
Steelers should be able to win that game.
I'm still amazed that offense is that bad. I have Najee Harris on one of my freaking
very bad
teams. I even named my fantasy team Najee by nature, and this nigga sucks. So, beyond that
offense is terrible.
I'd like to see Minka Fitzpatrick and TJ Watt continue to play football, defense. That's entertaining. But other than that, I will say this: if Pittsburgh's offense does not have a good game this week, like if they don't go out there and put some points up, I do truly think that they could lose. I think this is one of those games that you have to dominate the bad team. That's the only way you win the game.
If we lose, I think this guy should be benched.
Like, but they're not gonna bench him. He's like second year. They're not gonna bench him. Listen, you are stuck with this kid, especially if Mike Tomlin does the old Mike Tomlin special and doesn't end with he ends with a winning record. Y'all about to give him a contract in 2 years, right?
Do a contract. So the Vikings will be going into Carolina Panthers. They should beat them, but who knows? I can't even call it at this point. I'm always going to be obviously rooting, and they should beat them, but I just don't know at this point.
Adam Thielen about to shred y'all.
Yeah, Adam Thielen
about to shred that up. Paper defense.
But what a piece of garbage. I had this guy last year in fantasy. This guy did nothing. He's got 2 touchdowns already. I think he had like 2 touchdowns all last year.
My man,
this guy did nothing last year.
And a 30-point game in week 3.
He was awful. He was awful. And but now he's already got 2 touchdowns.
No, you know what? The Carolina is missing their quarterback actually.
Okay. Yeah, they are.
The rookie's not going to play. I mean, Andy Dalton's their backup, and Andy Dalton's not some bum. So
he's not a bum.
He's serviceable enough to win a game.
Let's do our bold predictions for that week, and that'll be the end of the show. Let's do the bold predictions. Who do you think is what's your bold? Whatever your bold prediction is, it can be anything you want.
You want to go first, Ev?
Let's see. No, somebody else can go first. I want to see something.
Bold prediction: the Chicago Bears will beat the Broncos in Soldier Field.
That's a good one.
What is Justin Fields going to kick the football forward? I'm not picking no team that doesn't have a quarterback on their roster to win a game. Terrible. I'm good.
It's terrible.
I'm good.
I'm just
my bold prediction is that the Broncos and the Broncos and the Bears will be the league's first 0-0 draw. That's my bold prediction. They both suck. No. All due aside, bold prediction. Sheesh. It's hard. Like this week is not one of those weeks that have a bunch of those.
Well.
My bold prediction is this.
New England.
I think it's crazy. I'm gonna go the Jets.
Let me bring up the games for y'all just to so you have them in front of you.
Good, because I was about to say some crazy stuff. So go ahead, give me some better options.
Yeah, here we go. This is week 4. You got like I said, I just threw that out there because they're both teams are terrible, but the Broncos should beat the Bears, but I don't know. It'd be funny if they come in and lose. My other bold prediction would be, I don't know how bold it is, but I think the Raiders could beat the Chargers. It's gonna be funny. I think the Chargers, especially now that they just lost another big player. Oh, look at the yeah, Raiders go into Charger country and win with Cornstar Jimmy.
Okay. Go ahead, Ev.
Let's see. I think bold prediction is I'm gonna say Derrick Henry rushes for 200 yards on the Bengals and 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns
with a win, because I don't know if that's that bold.
3 touchdowns and 200 yards for Derrick Henry.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go all the way off the rails. This is where I'm gonna go. Here's my bold prediction. It's a triple whammy. I'm going with the underdog teams this week. I'm saying the Cardinals get a win over the Niners. I am saying the Jets get a win over the Chiefs. And I'm saying, this is the crazy one right here, in my opinion, the Texans are going to beat the Steelers. That's my 3 right there. I think
that's a triple whammy.
My triple prediction right there. I think it's going to be a week of upsets. I think a bunch of people are going to surprise people. I think listen, when it comes to the Chiefs, I don't like the Jets at all, obviously. But I will say this. Is something for a team feeling disrespected. And the fact of the matter is, all week, Taylor Swift's going to be posted more than the Jets coming up against the Chiefs. So the Jets are going to take that to heart, and I would like to think that they're going to be good enough to beat the Chiefs. I think the Cardinals are going to surprise 49ers because I don't think anybody's going undefeated. You got to lose at some point, and it's a divisional game. They're a scrappy team. They're about to get Kyler back, and it's just the perfect scenario for Kyler Murray to come back to a Cardinals team that somehow is 2-2, and then to just shit the bed and ruin everything and still get paid a bunch of money. And I just think the Texans could beat the Steelers because, like I said, I think that the Texans have played a lot better.
Anything's possible with the Steelers offense.
Yeah, it's just the Steelers offense. If the Steelers offense is halfway decent, though, they'll win. They'll win.
Yeah, well, there you have it, there, people. Bold predictions.
Give me the Steelers offense and the Broncos defense.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be interesting to watch this week. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this if we lose, meaning the Vikings, if we go out there and lose to Carolina, we might as well start tanking. The tank is on after that. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, if you guys lose to Carolina, don't be shocked if Kirk Cousins is wearing green.
That's possible.
I mean, if I'm the Jets, I'll be like, hey, so it doesn't
Bring
look like
him
I'm
on over here because he's definitely good enough to man the ship over there. But we'll see. Well, that's good. Thanks everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to IE Network. Hit the little
follow your boy on the gram.
Follow us on the gram. Follow Wonder Kid Prime on the gram. Heaven Hollywood on the gram, and of course the director on the gram. We'll get back at y'all next week after all this unfolds.
Hit it with the LeBron on the way out.
And we are out of here.
All right, y'all.